Every country's military strives to outshine its rivals when it comes to outfitting its soldiers with uniforms, so it spends a considerable amount of money on uniforms. Additionally, they have incredible equipment on the battlefield that looks like something from a science fiction movie. We're going to look at some of the most expensive military gear in the world, including British Royal Guards, Russian weapon deterrents, and U.S. robots. We're dedicated to giving you fascinating facts about both famous and lesser-known historical technological advances. In addition to learning about the processes underlying the production of these technologies, you'll also learn about the newest technological advancements in development at the moment. Known as the Queen's Guard in the UK, the Royal Guard provides protection to residents near the Queen's residence. They wear red outfits and fur headdresses called busby hats. They wear fur hats made of black bear fur. Though British forces considered synthetic fur versions in the past, animal activists are dissatisfied with the Guard's continued use of real fur from 2008 to 2015. Synthetic fur can lose its shape during strong winds, unlike real fur. As the Army began to buy bushby hats directly from Canada in 2008, the price shot up to 500%. In 2008, 35 caps cost £31,000, but in 2015, 122 caps cost £150,000 or $196,000. In the past 7 years, the UK spent $1 million or $1.32 million on hats. A Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction, John F. Sopko, discovered that the U.S. had spent $28 million on uniforms for Afghanistan between 2002 and 2017. The U.S. Army invested $132 billion in outfitting the Afghan Army and security forces between 2002 and 2017. To make matters worse, the camouflage pattern was designed for woodlands, not Afghanistan's entire country. Since Afghanistan has only 2.1% woodlands and forests, camouflage pattern rarely makes any sense. A soldier will actually stand out more as a result of poor pattern choice, which is the opposite of what an army wants. Sopko also discovered that the U.S. Army already had camouflage patterns, which would have saved taxpayers millions. Instead of choosing a practical pattern, Sopko accused the defense minister of picking a fashionable one. The uniforms were also modified to include zippers instead of buttons, increasing their costs. The company specializes in defense technology, generated revenue of $17 billion in 2019. In another transaction authorization, L3 Harris Technologies received $442 million during its collaboration with the U.S. Army. The deal with L3 Harris Technology developed night vision goggle binoculars for the Army. As per the press release by L3 Harris Technology, this headset will assist soldiers with situational awareness by uploading images and data directly from the battlefield into the goggles. As a result, soldiers will be able to see this information while on the field. They are high-resolution displays, a wireless personal data network embedded in the system, augmented reality algorithms, and rapid target acquisition algorithms to interface with the Army's Net Warrior system. In addition, the soldier will be able to increase accuracy on the battlefield and attack behind cover more efficiently. This is due to the advanced headset and goggles integrated with the weapon sights. In recent years, Lockheed Martin has been developing exoskeletons for soldiers as one of the top defense companies in the U.S. A Lockheed exoskeleton called Onyx can allow soldiers to lift heavy items and do physical activities without having to rest. Soldiers wear Onyx on their lower halves. In a trial, a soldier was given a 185-pound bar to squat with. The IAI predicted the soldier's movements and adjusted accordingly. The soldier managed 25 squats the next day. Onyx has no rotation to Pokemon. It's used on the soldier's lower half. When the soldier attached the Onyx, he performed 72 squats before the team asked him to stop. Onyx helps reduce the energy required for various physical tasks. Lockheed Martin was awarded a contract in 2018 for $6.9 million to develop Onyx. This year, the LRAD, or Long Range Acoustic Device, has gained a lot of attention. It's both a sound system and a weapon that can be used for long distances. This device emits high decibel noises when used as a weapon. Current LRADs are cumbersome devices that take up a lot of space. The sound is said to make the target extremely uncomfortable. In 2019, Chinese scientists were developing a handheld version of the device to make it more portable for law enforcement. The device is said to cause the target's organs to vibrate, rendering the target extremely uncomfortable. A tsunami alarm system along with the Balboa Peninsula in Newport Beach, California, was also replaced in 2019. 3 LRAD devices will be installed in their place at a cost of $200,000. This is so they'll be able to advise citizens if a tsunami comes, but they can also be used to deter rioters. The UK government announced in 2015 that it wanted to equip the British Army with a project called the Future Soldier Vision. The parent company cohort of Systems Engineering and Assessment (SEA) has been developing the system with the Army since 2015. The FSV project is supposed to modernize the British Army at a cost of £11.2 million. A smartwatch is included in the kit that will aid in communication as well as tracking the soldiers' biometrics. Using a smart glass on the helmet, the wearer will be able to see their surroundings up to date. In addition to protecting the ears of the soldiers, the helmet will also have bone-conducting headphones. As a computer rather than just a protective device, the helmet will have a camera that the unit commander can use for tactical information. In the near future, we could be regularly accompanied by a robot when in the field. The segmented armor also has sensors that aid survivability and provide situational awareness. Currently, Kinetic is developing a modular advanced armored robot system called Mars. Mars was designed to provide reconnaissance and surveillance of targets. Its battery can last up to 12 hours. And the Mars can travel up to 7 miles per hour and up to 3,280 feet from its controller. The robot's typically equipped with a M240B and M203 grenade launcher, but it can likewise be configured for non-lethal missions. It will then fire buckshot sponge or tear gas instead of grenades, and the weaponry can be completely replaced by a manipulator arm. Mars will also include an AI system to follow troops during action. It will also include a siren, a loudspeaker, a laser dazzler, and a weapon fire detection system to carry heavy objects. Mars versions cost $300,000 each. In 2013, the weapons were controlled by a human being. After the fatal arrest of George Floyd, protesters erupted in the U.S. in 2020. The police had to intervene to quell the riots. Officers in military gear began to be noticed not long ago all over the world. Police also had tear gas, rubber bullets, helicopters, tanks, body armor, and other equipment you would expect on a battlefield, as well as tear gas, rubber bullets, helicopters, and a wide range of other weapons. Therefore, the Defense Department has been providing second-hand military equipment to local law enforcement agencies since the 1990s. The 1033 program has been known as LESO Program 8000. A third of the equipment sent to police forces is brand new, costing $7.4 billion. As a result, in 2013, when $449 million worth of gear was transferred to the police, the country and the police were among the most expansively equipped agencies in the country. As a result, ammunition, rain gear, medical supplies, sandbags, and other items have become highly sought-after items in this process. In 2004, the U.S. Army announced the Universal Camouflage Pattern, which captured the attention of the media. As a result, the Army was fighting two wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, one for woods and one for deserts. When searching for a pattern that could be used in so many different climates, the UCP was created because it would be good at value for money. The UCPP was a colossal failure because of its pixelated design, costing $5 billion immediately after announcement. In the end, it made soldiers stand out even more because it didn't blend them into the terrain at all. As a result, the U.S. Army began to offer uniforms with multicam patterns. UCPP was discontinued in 2014, leading to a search for a new pattern. Russians still use operational camouflage patterns. In 2019, the Navy demonstrated Eagle Owl, a countermeasure system based on the FP-42. This fills in as an optical interface item that fires out powerful beams of light, as the beams were strobes. The enemy cannot accurately target them. The light also caused nausea, dizziness, and hallucinations for half the people exposed to it in trials. This type of weapon is commonly used by security forces around the world. However, it's usually smaller and shorter range. FP-42 fillings hinder soldiers up to 1.3 miles and disrupt night vision technology. This system, designed by Lockheed Martin, takes out unmanned drones, burns small boats, and binds drones rather than damaging them. Its initial contract is $150 million, and there are further options worth $943 million. We hope you enjoy our video and like to thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. We'll see you in our next video.